Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Coming up on the program, Governor Sanwo-Olu hosts first Lagos Waterfront Summit. Lagos State Government holds midterm review on malaria pre-elimination. And Lagos State Pension Commission presents bond certificates to 798 retirees. The Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has issued a stern warning to those involved in illegal dredging, unregulated sand mining, and reckless land reclamation across Lagos State's waterfronts, declaring that such environmental infractions will no longer be tolerated. Now, Governor Sanwo-Olu made this comment at the first Lagos Waterfront Summit. Here's how it went down.
The pressure on Lagos Lagoon continues to deepen, with human illegal activities affecting the daily income of those into the seafood business. As part of efforts to reduce the drastic effect on the lagoon, the Lagos State Government is holding its first Waterfront Summit at Eko Hotel and Suites, and all major players who are involved in the waterway economy are here to address issues affecting the coastline.
This summit is not just about hope and solutions. It is about harnessing knowledge, technology, and partnership to protect the lagoon, revive its potentials, and to position it as a driver of sustainable growth for Lagos. The conversation we start today must shape the policies and actions of tomorrow. Together, we can ensure that the Lagos Lagoon, our lagoon, remains a blessing and certainly not a burden.
The rising sea level, environmental pollution, which poses a threat to citizens, must not be ignored. Some of the speakers implore government to implement policies and regulations that will protect the lagoon.
Reclamation project, right, left, and center, already being forecasted that if you are not careful, we are just 2 meters above sea level. And if you are not careful, the day the sea, the side of the lagoon, decide to go beyond 2, then we have a tsunami in our hand. Without strong frameworks, development becomes destruction. Without enforcement, progress becomes pollution. Policies and regulations are the compass that ensure our march toward prosperity that does not trample upon the very foundation of life. We must not only make laws, we must make laws that will make our lagoon to remain alive, laws that will protect our lagoon, laws that will punish the offenders, and laws that will promote restoration. So where the laws are weak, exploitation will continue to thrive. Where enforcement falters, then pollution will continue to spread. Where policies lack vision, communities will suffer. Yet, governance can be the cure when the institutions are resolute. We must develop, as a matter of urgency, like I said earlier, a comprehensive Lagos Lagoon protection policy. This policy will serve as a guiding framework, integrating water quality standard, land use planning, and biodiversity conservation. There is absolutely need for demarcation of the use of the lagoon, including the waterways. The aquatic life are vanishing fast.
Illegal or half-legal housing, and this process is ongoing. It is, when you're there, it is for some people difficult to keep their eyes dry when you see this trouble. This is very serious and we should avoid this wherever we can. All these processes we are able to model in a mathematical model quite accurately. And this is what we have done for the entire Lagos shoreline and updated for this particular seminar to see what is going on. It starts from Alpha Beach. The red part means you will expect erosion, and the green part you will expect siltation. You'll see also, and later you will see it in pictures, halfway there is a shipwreck along the shoreline, and even a relatively small shipwreck has already a serious impact on the accretion and the erosion of the shoreline.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is not pleased with the situation along the Lagos Lagoon. He sounds a note of warning for illegal dredging and unapproved land reclamation.
We cannot fold our hands as a government. That's why I'm here as your governor, to be the first person that not doing anything is certainly not an option for us. If we remain inactive, we risk creating a Lagos where the waterfronts are unlivable, where the lagoon is no longer usable, and where the financial burden of inaction becomes will be too heavy to bear. This summit is our rallying cry. It's a critical call. It's a Lagos State declaration that we must not turn a blind eye. This is why we've gathered and want to strengthen the Ministry of Waterfront Infrastructure Development. Its mission is clear and it's urgent: to provide infrastructure and services across the Lagos waterfront by helping to harness the resources inherent in it, while protecting the environment. Beyond that, the ministry is also tasked with boosting the coastal tourism opportunity that we have, so that Lagos can stand tall as a tourist destination of choice, not only in Nigeria, but across the world. Let me be perfectly clear. Those who profit from illegal dredging, reckless land reclamation, and environmental destructions are engineering their own downfall and jeopardizing the future of generations to come. And Lagos will no longer tolerate it. We're investing in our shoreline protection and creating a master plan for waterfront development that we believe will balance growth with sustainability. We're not leaving any community behind, or we will not leave any community behind, because every Lagosian, in whatever nooks and crannies you are, deserve to feel safe. Lagosians deserve to be secure and be proud of where they live. And so, to protect life and livelihoods, to preserve the lagoon's ecological balance, we will be strengthening regulation against illegal dredging and indiscriminate reclamation.
The Lagos State government, property owners and key stakeholders along the coastline now have major tasks, which is to secure the future of Lagos waterfront that will be sustainable for all citizens.
From waterfront regulations to healthcare delivery, this time Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has declared that Lagos has reached a decisive phase in its ambition to shift from high malaria burden to pre-elimination status, and will do all it takes to completely eliminate malaria from Lagos State.
To formally unveil this pre-elimination launch of malaria from Lagos State.
In March 2025, the Lagos State government launched the Pathway to Malaria Pre-Elimination and Digitization program to reduce malaria prevalence in the states. 6 months later, the state government is holding the mid-term review of Pathway to Malaria Pre-Elimination to analyze the progress of the health project.
We see here that within the CP, we had, by RDT, we had the parasite confirmed rate of 4%.
Lagos State's Commissioner for Health, Professor Aki Abayomi, provides a detailed scientific account of the state's malaria data trajectory, revealing that Lagos is now firmly in pre-elimination phase with prevalence around 1%.
Our data is showing that our prevalence has dropped dramatically. This reflects a dramatic decline over the last 5 to 10 years. And we're now hovering in the 1%, which means that Lagos is now either above the pre-elimination or in the pre-elimination phase. In the last 6 months, we've been testing, and we've tested 40,000 Lagosians in 6 months in this informal sector, which is mainly the PPMVs, the CPs, and a few PHCs. 40,000 tests of people presenting with what they believe is malaria. So typically they would go into these pharmacies or these PPMVs and they wouldn't even give their complaints. They would just say, I have malaria, treat me. And sometimes they'll say, I have malaria, give me anti-malaria, and just to be sure, give me an antibiotic as well. And so that used to be the practice. But when we went in and we started to test people who were walking into these pharmacies, we found that only 5.6% of them actually have malaria by rapid diagnostic test. Most of the patients presenting in Lagos with fever is not caused by malaria. 94% of all fevers is caused by something else. Only 5 to 6% is caused by malaria. So we have a new terminology now, and it's called malaria negative fevers. And so Lagos must now learn to treat malaria negative fevers, because that is the data that we're finding.
With the record achieved so far, the World Health Organization WHO says it is willing to offer technical guidance on global best practices that will help eliminate malaria in Lagos.
We will be together until we reach the vision of malaria elimination in Lagos.
For the Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Ali Pate, who joined virtually, it describes digital integration of community pharmacies as a game changer in bridging the gaps in Nigeria's healthcare system.
This achievement represents a significant milestone in our efforts to bridge the gap in malaria service delivery in Nigeria. PPMBs and CPs, who are often the first point of contact for individuals seeking medical assistance, have now been equipped with the necessary training, tools and resources to effectively diagnose, treat and refer malaria-negative cases to health facilities.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says Lagos has shifted from high malaria burden to pre-elimination status and must be sustained.
This impact project funding and the technical support have been instrumental in extending our intervention to the hard-to-reach areas and incorporating private providers into our effort. And so we understand and appreciate that government on the public sector side cannot do it alone. We'll continue to incorporate the private providers on this effort. However, we must ensure that scaling up doesn't compromise quality. But we all need to keep up the momentum. This is not a time to clap yet. It's really just another call for action. It's a time for us to stop, to analyze, to review, to critique ourselves, and to see what are the verticals and what are the various things that we need to do quicker and faster to ensure that we do not lose or stop the momentum. And so today's midterm review should provide us a solid operational plan for the next quarter, identifying the hotspots for increased surveillance, by retraining the schedules of our private providers, by the metrics to track and test before treatment adherence, and a timeline for full integration that will ensure that our data into the state health dashboard, we do not lose or miss anybody out. And so to my fellow Lagosians, this fight is just as much as yours as it is mine. Every little action counts, whether it is getting rid of the standing water, which is some of the things we were discussing in the next room, using treated nets where needed and where necessary, to even getting tested before taking any anti-malaria drug. This simple test can lead us into significant positive changes. Let us set an example for our health workers by testing, recording, and treating properly, and by reporting. If each of us play our parts, we will make the great strides. A great stride towards eliminating malaria and reaching a point where it's no longer a common issue in our states.
Emphasis on tests before treatment continues in the state to prevent misdiagnoses and drug misuse in order to assist Lagos move from pre-elimination to full elimination of malaria.
And finally on the program, the Lagos State government has presented bond certificates of over 1.5 billion naira to another 798 pensioners who retired from the state civil service. The Director General of the Lagos State Pension Commission, Babalola Obilano, says the symbolic presentation is in recognition of the retirees' contributions to the development of the state public service.
Adeyemi Bero Auditorium is the venue for the 110th Retirement Bond Certificate Presentation Ceremony for the Lagos State civil servants who have just retired from service. The quarterly program put together by the Lagos State Pension Commission is to educate the retirees about the different types of bond certificates that will be given to them.
Some of us were given offer letter for your 1st of January. But we did not assume duty, maybe until March. We will not take that 1st of January. It is only the date of absorption that will be here. So it's date of absorption, not date of appointment, basically. So please let's be careful before we ask that you change your date of first appointment. Another thing you will see when you receive this bond certificate is your grade level and step. Please note, I retired on grade level 17. You will not find grade level 17 on this bond certificate. I retired as a director, and that's not what this is all about. Remember that I said he can qualify for bond B. It was as at 31st of March 2007. Because as you are seated here, I know you all have your retirement savings account, without PFA, happy. And the date on it, if you receive your comprehensive statement, starts from April 2007. So as this one is ending, that was commenced. So we are adding this to whatever you have in your RSA. So this bond certificate will not carry your retirement, your grade level as that retirement. It will carry the grade level and step you were as at that cutoff date, 31st of March 2007.
LASPEC says the continuous exercise signifies the fulfillment of obligations under the contributory pension scheme, which ensures retirees receive the retirement benefit at the appropriate time. Government recognizes the contribution of civil servants to the growth of Lagos State, particularly these lucky ones about to receive their gratuities.
The Lagos State government has made significant strides in pension administration over the years, despite various challenges. Today, we can proudly say that the CPS in Lagos State is one of the most efficient and well-managed pension systems in the country. The Lagos State Pension Commission has consistently worked with various stakeholders, the pension fund administrators, annuity service providers, the Lagos State ministries, department agencies, and other relevant bodies to ensure the smooth processing of pension entitlement for all retirees. LASPEC has been steadfast in ensuring that pensions are paid on time. In fact, the 110th batch will join a long list of retirees who have received their benefits promptly as part of our commitment to uphold the promise of financial security to public servants. LASPEC has launched and will continue to implement trainings and sensitization programs aimed at equipping public servants, particularly directors at being an HR, pension desk officers, with the knowledge and skills needed to effectively navigate the pension system and ensure the timely payment of retirement entitlements. Looking forward, LASPEC is committed to ensuring that the pension system continues to meet the needs of both current and future retirees. The system must remain adaptable, responsive to economic realities over time, and increasingly inclusive of diverse forms of retirement savings. Furthermore, the Lagos State government continues to grow and evolve LASPEC. LASPEC aims to strengthen our engagement with all stakeholders and enhance the financial literacy of retirees and continue to explore innovative solutions to pension management.
The Director General of LASPEC urges the retirees receiving a total of 1.52 billion naira to utilize their funds judiciously.
I want to once again extend my heartfelt congratulations to all retirees in the 110th batch. Most especially, I want to thank Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, for his constant support in ensuring the prompt payment of pension obligations. Today, Mr. Governor represented another set of 798 retirees with their retirement bond certificates worth a total of 1,520,223,053 naira and 19 kobo only. I think Mr. Governor deserves a round of applause. Being their past service benefits prior to the commencement of the contributory pension scheme in 2007. My colleague has told you the two options available to you. Please, please, please. Because my former Oga or my friend is doing one does not mean I should do the same thing. Your situations are different. So prayerfully, with your family, decide on what is best for you. Again, so many people will have heard that you are collecting money today. They will start coming to you with various types of schemes that if you invest your money in this thing, you will get double. Please be careful, though.
Some of the retirees are grateful for a life well spent during service and also commend the state government for the prompt payment of their benefits.
I am extremely happy that the day has finally come. God has preserved our life, and here we are receiving our bond. It is now a reality. What we have been looking out for has become a reality. We thank the Lagos State government for making it a reality.
It's been a very seamless system to me, because within a short period, they have told me that they have approved my pension about 5 months ago, but they are waiting for today.
I spent more than 30 years in service, not up to 35 years in service because of age. Rating the process is not too difficult or hard. The only thing is that every process can be speed up.
798 retirees received their bond certificate, well prepared for the new phase of life that awaits them and with full determination to succeed outside of public service.
And this is where we call it today on this week's edition of the program Dateline Lagos. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Remember, obey all state laws, be the best you can, but most importantly, please live a healthy life. Till next time, it's bye for now.